Hi, my name is Mike Gough. I grew up in a Christian household, so my life has always been involved with Jesus and God and church. As the years went on, I remained single, and remaining single kind of came with its own set of struggles in my mind as to, is this my calling? Am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Or am I doing something wrong? So it just kind of left a lot of questions in my head. And when numerous people would tell me that I was pretty good with kids, that was just like a dagger in me. Like, oh, you're good with kids, but you're single. So I really felt like I was doing something wrong.
Hi, my name's Amanda. I grew up in a Christian home. We went to church every Sunday, and we were, really involved in church. And I always wanted to get married and was very excited about having a family someday. And dated people throughout my life, and just never was right. There was just something that wasn't right about each relationship. And while I was dating somebody, I actually met Michael. We became friends, and we had met at church. We were both serving in the youth group together, and would spend time with mutual friends together. And then eventually that relationship ended, and that left some room for a new one to start.
So God really blessed that relationship, and it seemed like that this was it, that this was the one. And so we got married 2 months ago. And during that planning process, we were looking at the song to sing during the ceremony. And Amanda brought up the song that we had just started singing at church. And it was Death Was Arrested.
Yeah, we were singing that song at church, and that line in the song, that's when death was arrested and my life began. Like, every time that line repeated, I just kept thinking about marriage and how that's not the beginning of my life as I have often treated it, but really that the beginning of our lives was when we made the choice to follow Jesus.
It kind of really hit home to both of us, this idea that for so long we had both individually and independently thought that our life was going to begin when we found the other person, when we found our spouse. And even though finding Amanda has made my life amazing, that really isn't when my life began. Like, I don't feel like my life is different at the soul level right now. But when I look back on parts of my life when that did happen, it happened when I accepted Christ. And so hearing that moment that Christ sacrificed himself for me, for Amanda, and that when death was arrested at that moment, that's truly when my life began. So my life began back when I was in middle school, and this is just a blessing that God has given us. And so that was something that we wanted to really make clear, a message we wanted to become very, very transparent and loud at our wedding, that our life didn't begin that moment that we found each other, and it hasn't begun because we don't have kids yet, but it began at that moment when Christ died for us.